What's up, YouTube? It's the first 15, and this is our very first game review. I'm still excited, even though this is my second time doing this review. So the first time I did this review, my entire MacBook blew up. And so I was 20 minutes into this thing, and my MacBook went and exploded on me. So this isn't a true first review of this game, even though this is my first time playing it. Now, what I'm super excited about is jumping into reviewing games. And I want to give you guys the first 15 minutes of this experience as I walk through it, so you guys know whether this game is a game worth buying, it's a game worth investing in. This is one of those games, The Darkest Dungeon, that isn't new. It's not a new game, but it's been on my radar for so long. I love great storylines. I love great games with unique graphics and unique designs to it. And this is something that certainly caught my eye. So this is going to be my first practice, or rather my second practice going through this. Let's jump right in. So it's not going to be a fair review because I've actually played it for 20 minutes previous to this. But let's just jump right in. This is going to be another practice run, and you guys are going to go along with me as I learn how to review games better. Let's click on campaign. You can see I started this earlier today, and then it crashed. So we're going to start a brand new one here. And we have options. We have easy mode, we have normal mode, and we have hard mode. So we're going to go on normal mode. Click on darkest. And we're going to make this first 15 try 2. Okay? And let's jump right in. A couple things just to quickly brief you guys on from my first experiment ever. Number 1, I'm taking too long. Number 2, I can skip the introduction videos. Those just take too much of my time. You guys are going to watch those videos, those intro videos anyway, and so I can skip kind of a lot of that dialogue and jump right into just the gameplay, because that's all that really matters. So, what else did I learn? I learned that I need to keep executing through failure, so hopefully it won't blow up on me this time. Here we go, let's jump right in. So again, you guys can watch the introduction video. I just want to get straight into the gameplay. Here we go. The stagecoach was destroyed and the caretaker's gone. You have to make the journey to the hamlet on foot. So I learned early on that you can move through, currently in a room. To move forward, you click on the other room on the map. So to start moving around this game, you click on where you need to go on the map. And you can move forward and backward using ASD and W. So here we go. Let's go to this room.
Brigands have run up these lanes. Keep to the side path.
Okay, so again, the help tip's telling us this is how you move back and forth. So forward, backwards. Sounds good. I got 2 little tunes here. What I love about this game is just the graphics. What a unique gameplay experience. It's very, very rustic, very old school, very dark. Very dark. I love it. Oh, so what happened to him right here is he actually increased in stress. And so this is something that I just learned about in my first run through, but the more stress that you have on a character, it affects their ability. So you want to make sure that they have low stress. All right, here's our first.
Brutal fashion, that all may hear of your arrival.
Combat is turn-based. I like turn-based strategy. You click on the icon, the skill icon that you want to use to attack over here, and you click on the enemy. Now, one thing that I've really learned that's cool is it shows you on the tooltip where you can attack. So let's attack with our melee, and let's hit him. Now he's got a debuff. He's bleeding. Wow, that was like a... So he must have higher speed than my character here, Renaud, so he gets to attack second. So first one, I got to attack, he got to attack, now I get to attack. Let's just go with the regular melee. Let's smite this fool.
Press this advantage.
Yeah.
Give them no quarter.
And just like any type of game, after you kill the enemy, you get mad loot. We're gonna get some gold here. Yes, so we can grow our skills and grow our gear. We got some food for the road, and we got some gold. And we also have 2 debuffs on. There's going to be objects that you're going to find. You can click on those and get loot. Let's open this up. Yes, more
Laden with
gold.
loot are often low on supplies.
And let's go into
Leave
this
nothing
next
unchecked.
dungeon. Clicking
There is
on
much to be
this
found in
gate
forgotten
right
places.
here.
An ambush.
An ambush!
Send these vermin a message.
Alright,
The
so...
owner has returned, and their kind is no longer welcome.
Oh, we're no longer welcome here, so I guess we gotta get rid of these guys. So again, these little red dots under each tooltip shows you where they can hit characters, the enemy characters. So what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna attack this first guy. We're gonna try... Oh, actually, a grapevine shot shoots both of them, so let's do that. Oh, gotcha. Taking a beating. I like this. There's a lot of strategy involved in this game in terms of who you need to hit, who you should focus on. What I'm going to try to do is I'm going to use Stunning Blow, and I'm going to try to stun this guy because I want him to stop attacking me. Oh, he resisted it. His resist abilities are too high. Taking another beating. Got another debuff. Dodge. Let's attack this first guy. Let's get rid of this guy. Nice. Oh, it adds the debuff of Bleed. I'll take that. Let's do Zealous Accusation. It reduces the damage modifier by 40%. Did he get debuffed? I don't think it affected him. I don't think it... I resisted his effect. Let's get rid of this guy. Oh. Missed. Oh, that's good. Dodged it. Let's get rid of this guy. Let's hit him with another smite. Seems to be my best attack. Gotta get rid of these guys, man. They are poning us. And I am getting really stressed out here. Alright, let's finish this guy off. Oh, epic hit.
Dissuade the sharpened blade.
So when monsters die, they leave corpses. So what I learned is that corpses, there's a problem with corpses because they take up a spot in the enemy area. So you can't attack, I can't attack this guy without getting rid of this corpse first. So I'm gonna kill this corpse. Get rid of the corpse. And now he's got range, so we're gonna do a pistol shot at this guy. So it shows that I can hit the last three positions. I can't hit him in the first position. Nice, resisted. He needs a bandage. I don't have any. I'm gonna get rid of this corpse. Man, he's such high speed. He can attack every time. See, some of these are turned off now since he's now in the first position. So I can't attack him. Oh, I guess I can attack him with this one, though. Nice.
Continue the onslaught.
More loot. Gold, busts, and a satchel for the grave robber only. So this is an item that I can equip. Nice. After you've completed the requirements for the quest, you can return to town or by clicking the crest, or I can stay in the dungeon. I'm going to stay in the dungeon because last time I went straight to the hamlet and I forgot to pick up this loot. And of course it's trapped and I just got blighted. 2 damage per round. Okay, no good. Let's go up here and let's go to town. So they have both increased the level to Apprentice. Dismas, he got a buff with this level up. 2 speed if torch is above 75. So that means if I have lots of lighting. And I have a debuff. A permanent debuff of plus 15 stress versus beasts and minus 10 ACC versus beasts. Okay, so no good. Let's return to town.
Welcome home. such as it is. This squalid hamlet, these corrupted lands.
So what you see before you
they are
here
yours now.
is the quest log of what I've been doing and lots of goals. This guy looks so stressed out right now. There's so many quests to do. Maybe that's why. So here's our town. And with this town, we have some areas to choose from. We can click on the graveyard. This shows you which characters have died during the game. During my first review, my first try at this, Reynault, my paladin or my warrior here of sorts, was killed. So the first time I ran this, he died and he was in the graveyard here, and they actually told you how he died and who killed him. Over here is the stagecoach. This is where you can get new recruits for your quests.
Corpses. All will find their way to us now that the road is clear.
So I want to fill up my party to 4, so I'm going to add this guy here,
What better
and I'm going to add her
laboratory than
here.
the blood-soaked battlefield?
Okay, what this tip is telling us is that we can upgrade our stagecoach. So upgrading our stagecoach, this increases the number of recruits available. So I had 2 available, so if I increase this, I'll have more available heroes to me if my other guys die. Hero Barracks increases the number of heroes that are at my disposal. And this last one, if I upgrade this one, this gives me higher level recruits. So instead of starting off at 0 level, which these guys are, Pippin and Donger, they start at a higher level. So we can upgrade here. We might as well. Let's do that.
Word is traveling.
Oh yeah.
Ambition is stirring in distant cities.
Here is our ancestors' memoirs. This is where you can look back and see other intro videos and things that you've done before.
Of my failings.
So they're telling us to embark on another quest. Let's do it. Let's jump right in.
Madness and morbidity. Your work begins.
So if I click over here, these guys don't like this. This is, I guess, above my level. It requires a darkest, a level of 6. My guys are certainly not even close to that. So we're going to click on this one. This is a short. Test yourself in a mad realm of a fallen ancestor. Take note of how your creatures have taken over, but don't delve too far. It's apprentice level, it's a short, and these are the rewards I get for completing this quest. Now I gotta fill out my roster, so I'm gonna add these 2 guys. And Pippin. Now, I learned something in my first review that I'm gonna tell you guys about now, because I didn't know. If you right click on these guys, it tells you what their skills are, and this is the most important thing, their preferred position. Now this preferred position tells me where in this lineup they would like to stand during battle. Now you can see Donger, he's a plague doctor, he's got all these skills, and a lot of them are ranged. A lot of them are ranged. And so he likes being on 2nd position. Now she is a healer, mostly a healer, and she can position herself anywhere. So I'm going to keep her in the back. Dismas, he excels in the two middle slots. So this is 1st position, 2nd, and 3rd, I believe. And obviously, our apprentice crusader, Renaud, he likes being in the front, so we're going to make sure that we keep him up front. In my first review, I had Renaud all the way back here, and I had her up here, and I had her and him right here. And they weren't able to use abilities because they were in the wrong slots. So, pro tip for you guys, make sure you move them to the spot that they want to be in, optimizing their skill sets. Let's jump right in. Let's do another battle. Oh, but first we have to provision.
Preparedness, measured now in gold, later in blood.
So, we're going on this quest and we need food. So I'm going to put in 4 foods because we got 4 guys. The shovel's used to clear obstacles and break into things. So I'm assuming that there might be some obstacles. Let's get 2 of those. Antidotes counter blights, poisons, and toxins. I already have one of those, so I'm going to grab another. In my first battle, the guys were bleeding a little bit. So bandage reduces bleed debuffs. So I'm going to add 2 of these. Might need them. And we're actually at the point right here where my computer blew up. So now we're actually into new territory. right here when I was provisioning is when the computer exploded. So we're in new territory here. Medicinal herbs, these also remove debuffs, I'm assuming. So let's take 2 of those. Skeleton key unlocks strong boxes and doors, so if there's an obstacle, I want to make sure that I can get through it. So let's get 2 of those. Holy water, again, to reduce or remove debuffs. I don't know what debuffs it actually works with. Probably unholy type of debuffs, or really, I guess it says evil there. So let's get 2 of those. And torch. Let's get a couple of these. These will increase the light and decrease my stress on my characters. All right, let's embark. Ooh. You haven't purchased much food for your expedition. It's recommended you take at least 8 food. Still embark? No. I want to make sure I have enough food. Let's get 8. Let's get 10. Let's make sure that these guys are well fed. Let's embark. Here we go. And now I'm going to do something quick right here. I'm going to tab over. And I'm going to... What's up? What's up? We're back. My computer crashed for a second time after another 10 minutes or so in doing a battle. So what you guys missed was I actually went into the next quest after the provisioning, started fighting some guys, got some loot, got some epic loot, and so far my guys have survived. We're gonna do one more. We're gonna do one more try here. Hopefully we'll jump into a battle so I can talk about a little bit from what I've learned, and then we can do the final game review. It's so janky, but again, guys, I'm learning through failure, and I'm still excited even though it's pissing me off that my computer, this MacBook, is dying. That's why I need a new epic gaming rig, because I want to do this. I want to stop having this shit blow up on me, so I can do these reviews and get practice reviewing games. Man, guys, but this game is so awesome. It's such a great game to do it on, too. So let's jump right in. Let's see if we can fight another. We'll talk a little bit about it, and then let's just get to the game review, because I have played this game much longer than 15 minutes now, because my computer keeps blowing up. So enter the room, and I want to go to another room. Gonna go this way. So a couple things that I learned as I played this, these stress levels. The higher the stress that you have, the more debuffs you get. Another interesting part is that this light, the darker it gets in the dungeon, the more debuffs you have as well. So I have right here, the light is at 67. I have plus scouting, plus monsters, plus stress. Now, if I use one of these torches, makes the light higher. Look at that. Stress has been reduced. I have better scouting, and there's a higher chance of monster surprise. So I learned the hard way in the last battles before my computer blew up that when it's really dark, you have a higher chance of getting killed. So you want to keep the light really high. Another thing I learned is positioning, and I think I talked about that in the previous, but these guys, the positioning matters so much, and that's what I love about strategy games, is you have to think about where your characters are positioned so that you can maximize their output, maximize their damage, and be able to attack the right creatures. So let's go on, let's do a fight. So he just got some stress merely by walking in this dungeon. I like this nuance to this game. It adds a lot of character depth. Gonna grab some loot. Got some more holy water and a deed. Sounds good. Now it's back at 62, so I'm gonna do another one of these. Bring the light back up. Gotta have as much light as I can. Booyah! Into a battle. Here we go! So Dismas has the highest speed down here, so he gets to attack first. I want to attack all of these guys. Bam! Gotcha. Ooh.
Such a terrible assault cannot be
Such a terrible assault. You know, I love the voiceovers in this game. So I'm going to heal myself. She not only crit on the heal, but she also reduced stress. That's exactly what I want to see. Play Grenade, if you can see from the 2 red dots there, I can attack 2 people. However, there's only 3 tunes, so it's only going to attack the 3rd position. Let's give this guy some Blight, which is a -4 damage per turn. And they take that damage at the beginning of their turn. So there's strategy involved there. Okay, with this one, I just want to kill this Bone Soldier. Bam.
To the pit.
Back to the pit. Love it. Let's get rid of this other bone character. And let's stun. He's got 3 hit points. If I stun him, then he won't be able to attack. And we might be able to kill him. So let's stun this guy. Good. Okay, so this enemy just took 4 damage. Oh, man, he is going for my healer. Let's give this guy some more. You know what? Let's stun this guy. Oh, he resisted. Nice. Let's kill him. So we got stunned.
Another abomination.
Dang, Renault. Oh, that epic, that crit just lowered the stress of my entire party. So he encouraged my entire party to still keep kicking ass. So he's bleeding at 4 damage per round. The damage hits in the beginning of his turn, which means he's got 3 hit points, so I don't need to do anything. I can attack him, or I can just let him die. We're going to do an experiment here, and we're just going to pass. Actually, oh, this moves my tune. I don't want to do that. How do we pass? Let's try spacebar. Spacebar doesn't work. Alright, let's kill him. There we go.
The weapon that cuts on its own.
There we go. So get some loot, a torch, some food, and some loot. An ornate fountain of holy purport. Now, this is the first time I've seen this. Ornate fountain of holy purport. What is this? Drag an item here to use it on this object. Let's try putting some holy water on this, see if it does anything. Because it is a holy fountain, right? Oh! Divine benefit healing! Oh! Look at that! That's great! I just reduced his stress and I fully healed him. Good choice, good choice. So, what I'm going to do here is I'm going to tab over and hope it doesn't blow up. Please.
Oh, I'm so frustrated I could just kick something.
Okay, guys, welcome to computer blowing up number 3. So, I was hoping it wouldn't blow up, but it did, so I get to do my review of this all over again. More practice, more practice. Again, thank you guys for being patient with me as I'm learning how to do this, and as it's clearly been shown, I need an epic gaming rig as fast as possible because I can't keep having my MacBook blow up. It's time to move back over to PC. We gotta do it. So, let's jump into the review. So I have 3 review categories, or 3 review ranks of sorts for these games, and I'm going to reveal them to you now. So the first is Roll Need. Roll Need means you gotta buy this game. You need it. It's such a great game. The second is Roll Greed. What Roll Greed means is this game is perfect for you if this is the type of game you like to play. You might say, hey, Peter, I hate first-person shooters, but I love role-playing and turn-based strategy games. Then this game is for you. You want to roll Greed because you have a specific reason for liking these types of games. You have a specific use of these games. You enjoy a particular category of games. This is a Roll Greed. Last is Pass. And that's pretty self-explanatory. Pass on this game. It's not that great, but it might be one of those things where you could pick up and enjoy on the side, but it certainly doesn't have enough oomph to it to say, yo, this is something I gotta buy. So let's walk through my review of this game. I've been playing it for about an hour and a half now, a lot longer than I expected, but my computer keeps blowing up, but I'm learning how to do this stuff better. So what's my rating for this game? It is a you must roll need. This is an awesome, awesome game. For me, I love storylines, I love character development, and what I especially love about this game, now this game isn't new, but it's new to me, but what I especially love about this game is the game mechanics. The game mechanics are true to form. This game is called The Darkest Dungeon. You have a group of 4 guys who are going into the darkest, scariest places in the world, and they are scared. They're anxious, they're nervous, they're fearful, and the game mechanics show that. As you guys play through this game, your stress levels, shown here, increase over time, which decreases their effectiveness as a fighter, or as a healer, or as a ranged character. So the game literally shows how stress and anxiety and fear affects characters in the game. For a strategy-minded person like me, I love that mechanic. It shows me that there's a greater depth to this gameplay than just hacking and slashing through the game. Secondly, it does require a lot of strategy. From my previous blown up videos that didn't make the cut because they were deleted, I learned very quickly that character positioning is so important. I can move characters to different positions and making sure that these characters are in the right position to attack and make the best use of their skills. One of my first battles I did, my characters were completely in wrong positions and I couldn't attack the way I wanted to attack. Positioning mattered a lot. Another reason why this game is awesome. The UI, the user experience, and the graphics of this card are so revealing. The whole theme is Darkest Dungeon. Scary as shit. You're going into the unknown places where these guys are stressed out. The music is scary. The locations are scary. You don't want to run out of supplies. I mean, you're really going on this kind of survival horror. You guys remember that? I love survival horror games. Biohazard, Resident Evil. So this certainly is in the theme of a survival horror game. And another thing, the voiceover acting. It's awesome. Just playing this game alone for the voiceover acting is worth hearing. This guy, this voiceover, he's got comments for everything. And so when you're doing an action, you do a crit or you die, or it's such great voice acting. So the depth of characters, the skill level that's required in terms of strategy and thinking about this game can only grow, meaning that as I learn, I'm going to be more effective in my tactics and my strategies to defeat opponents. This game, guys, The Darkest Dungeon's not a new game out, but for me, for the first 15, you have to roll need. What a great game, and I'll see you guys on the flip side. Please don't blow up. I'm going to save.